What's up, Star Wars fans and action figure collectors? Darth Collector here, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing the 1999 Power of the Force 2 Rancor and Luke Skywalker action figures. Before we do that, please consider leaving a comment or subscribing because it really helps the channel out, and I'm really trying to get us up to like 200 subscribers or so. We're right around 150 right now, so I'd really appreciate that. Now let's get into the review. Alright, so we're going to start off our review with the figure, and then we're going to move on to the Rancor itself. So, looking at this Luke figure, let's just say this pack is definitely all about the Rancor figure, not about this Luke figure. It's a very simple Luke figure. It's not much articulation, very little detail as you can see, and it's just an okay figure. It's really nothing to write home about. It's got swivel at the head, swivel at the shoulder, swivel at the waist, and swivel at the leg. So overall, it has 6 points of articulation, and when you're trying to stand this figure up, its feet are angled kind of weird, so you have to have it sitting back really far like this in order for it to even stand up at all. Sculpting and paint apps, as I said earlier, are very minimal. You can see for yourself around the whole figure. It also comes with this bone accessory, which we see in the movie Luke uses to pry open the Rancor's mouth. The figure holds it decently well. If I can actually get him to hold it. There we go. Overall, for this figure, I'd probably give it like a 6 or 5 out of 10. It's really not that great. It's kind of just a figure for the Rancor to eat or fight. Nothing really good here. It's okay. I personally just use him as an extra background character in my Jabba's Palace display. Anyways, moving on to the actual good part of this review, the Rancor itself. This Rancor is actually really nice. Just for the scale of the Rancor, here's a figure next to it. This Luke. It's a 3 3/4 inch figure, obviously, and yeah. So, for the Rancor, starting off, let's start off with its mouth. This Rancor has got a pretty nice mouth, and you can pretty easily fit like a good half of a figure up in here. So you got all the way? It is. So it goes in about that much on a finger, about 1.5 inches or probably 2 inches. So you might be able to fit a Jawa in there. As for articulation, we've got swivels at the shoulders, swivels at the wrist, swivels at the legs, and that's it. Obviously, though, you're not looking for a super articulated Rancor. This Rancor has really nice sculpting and paint apps, I would say. For a Power of the Force 2 figure, I think all of their creatures are definitely really good looking with all the paint apps and the sculpting. Just looks really nice. They even did the inside of the mouth. Really nice sculpting paint apps. As for standing up on this figure, it stands up fine like this, but you're kind of going to need his hands to support him. If you're not going to use his hands, he's going to stand up almost vertically, and you're going to kind of have to pry his legs back a little bit to get that to happen. Rancors kind of don't stand like this. Let me adjust the camera so you can see him a little better. But this is the only way to get him to stand without his hands, and you know, it's okay, but you probably won't want your Jabba's Palace Rancor setup looking like that. It looks totally fine using his hands though, and it's not really an issue. Now, as for holding figures in his hands, if you're trying to set up a display with him holding this Luke or whatnot, he holds figures fine. I mean, really not an issue. He can hold it fine. You can kind of shake him around. It's gonna fall, but it's loose. It's not like he's gripping a lightsaber, but it works great for what you need it to do. This guy's got some wicked claws, and overall, I would say this is just an all-around good figure slash creature. Out of 10, as far as all the other Rancor figures go, this is probably the second worst out of 4. This is probably third out of 4. I know they've made the more like articulated ones these days, whatnot. I know they have the Felucia one where the Felucian rider goes into battle on it, and they have the vintage one. So this one's definitely better than the vintage one, and I personally prefer it to the Felucian rider one, but I know the other one's a lot more detailed. So this one's probably number 3. But for the price, I mean, you can get this thing for like $50 if you look well, and that's definitely worth it. I would highly recommend this for any big Jabba the Hutt fan, or if you're trying to create a Return of the Jedi display. This guy's a really good figure to have. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing, because we're really getting close to 200, and that would be really awesome to hit that goal pretty soon. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever you may be. Stay safe, and may the Force be with you always.